Hello everyone, my name is Jay, and in today's video, this will basically be a tribute to one of my favorite manga artists of all time, Akira Toriyama. He sadly passed away on March 1st, and to show respect to the man who has left such a humongous impact on my life through Dragon Ball, I wanted to make a tribute of some sort. So in this video, you'll see me basically make Akira Toriyama's character known as Toribot, which was basically a representation of himself, and you could see Toribot in many of his works. The references that I used for this video was this picture, as well as this picture. So yeah. And and I guess lastly, when I learned about the passing of Akira Toriyama last night, I basically just made a video just of me venting and just talking about what Akira Toriyama and what Dragon Ball meant in my personal life. So that will also be playing in the background as the video is playing. So yeah. And with all that being said, let's begin. Yo guys, it's Jay here, and we're back with another video, but today I feel like I want to have like a more, I guess, serious video or something like that, and I want to talk about something that I guess means a lot to me. Um so this news is very like new of the time of me recording like this, but I'm pretty sure it's going to spread like wildfire, and everyone, the whole world is going to know about it. But um I guess in case you didn't know, I just found out that the creator of Dragon Ball has passed away, Akira Toriyama. And I think let me see, it the cause of death was I think it was like related to like a head injury, subdural hematoma. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think that's how you pronounce it. Subdural hematoma. I think that's what it was. And he was only 68. He passed away on March 1st, and it's just now being released to the public. So, um, I, I'm not really sure why I'm making this video, but I guess I just kind of want to talk about like the impact that Dragon Ball has had in my life. So, I guess I'm just gonna be free. I'm just gonna be talking off my head, whatever comes to mind. But um, I guess just want to start off with the fact that I was really introduced to anime because of Dragon Ball. Like, even if I've like, even if I've seen different anime before that, as far as I can remember, Dragon Ball was like the first real anime that I was like not only introduced to, but I got into. Like, from what I can remember, I think I was either like what, 5, 6, 7, around that age. And I remember it was in the living room. The TV was on. It was like Nicktoons, and from what I can remember, I just saw like Goku and Vegeta on my screen, and I think it was the scene of Vegeta turning into a grade 8 for the first time. And it's like that was the scene that introduced me to Dragon Ball. Like, I guess after that moment, it was like I was interested and I was intrigued with the series, and I guess I just wanted to finish that episode. And after I finished that episode, I guess it all started from there. Like I was basically like my earliest, the earliest that I can remember of me watching Dragon Ball for the first time was seeing that scene of Vegeta turning into a Great Ape for the first time. Doing the burst open and mix scene, and it just turning into a Great Ape. That was the scene that introduced me to Dragon Ball. At least that's the earliest scene that I can remember. And like after that, I was just a huge Dragon Ball fan. Like literally, you can ask family, friends. I would draw Dragon Ball all the time. It's like all the time in elementary school, bro. That like it was all I knew. It was all I was addicted to, man. I was a Dragon Ball fanatic, bro. Um, but after like some time, like I think like 2014, that's when I got introduced to like other anime, like Naruto. Naruto was like the second anime that I got into, and that's when I started to get introduced to other anime because all I knew was Dragon Ball at that time. And many years later, I've watched different anime like Fire Force, you know, Naruto. I watched Naruto, Attack on Titan, stuff like that. But it's like all of that, all of that leads back to that first anime that I was introduced to, which was Dragon Ball. So that's why it's like whenever people ask me like, "What's my favorite anime?" I would always say like Dragon Ball because even though there's other stories that I think is better, Dragon Ball just has too much of an impact on my life. Without it, I would not even know about anime, and without it, it wouldn't make me who I am today. In fact, Dragon Ball is like the reason why I became inspired to really be a manga artist one day, or just draw anime style drawings. If you go to like on my, I'm not sure where I'll post this art page or gaming channel, whatever, but I have an art channel where I do a lot of drawings, and a lot of them are anime style drawings. But the crazy thing is, like, literally, my first drawing video was my character that I created. His name was Joku, and as you could tell from like the name and heck, even the way he looks, he's inspired by Goku. And that's a problem I always had growing up. Like whenever I was super inspired by anime series, I would make my OCs too like similar to like those anime characters. Like there was even one point when I had an OC called Rokuto based off of Naruto, and it was like, yeah, it's just like it just goes to show how much that those kind of shows have an impact on me. But like with Joku, like I said, based off of Goku literally, Goku's literally just my he will always be my all time like favorite anime character for the same reason why Dragon Ball is my favorite anime. Even though there's many different main characters that's better than him, well written, all that. It's just the impact that Goku has had on my life. It's really hard to explain in words. It's just like to my friends and family, they know. They absolutely know. From the Kamehamehas to the dressing up to turning us into like a Super Saiyan. Like trust me, we've all done it. All of that, man. All of that, man. And it's like Dragon Ball, like if I can say there's an art style that I wouldn't say mastered, but if there's an art style that I feel like I've memorized, it's Dragon Ball's art style. I've drawn Dragon Ball so many times that it's like I'm able to draw those kind of drawings now without having to look at the pictures. Now, if it's more detailed drawings, then it's like I'm gonna have to look at some references. But simple drawings of Goku and that, I can do it off of memorization. That's how much I've drawn Dragon Ball. Like literally, growing up, I was a Dragon Ball fanatic, man, and even now, I still love it. And uh, like, okay, another thing about me is that like with many different animes that I've watched, a lot of animes I have not watched like every single episode to. Like for instance, Dragon Ball. Like I grew up off of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z Kai, but I didn't watch the original Dragon Ball series. Hopefully, eventually one day I do, but you know. And then even like with Dragon Ball, even with like Dragon Ball Z and Z Kai, I don't. I'm not sure if I've watched every single episode, but it's like it's just that I've been so familiarized with the arcs in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z Kai that it's like I know practically almost everything that happens. Sand Saga, Frieza Saga, Cell Saga, Android Saga, Boo Saga, bro. It's just yeah, man. The Dragon Ball games grew up off of Budokai Tenkaichi 3, bro. That was the game on the Wii, bro. Grew up off of that, man, dog. And then playing Xenoverse. Oh my gosh, Xenoverse 2, bro. Bro, I have so many hours on that game. I got like at least I have over 1,000 hours on that game. That's one of the few games on my PlayStation that I have over 1,000 hours on, bro. Xenoverse 2, bro. I'm telling you, bro. So many nights, so many times I've raged on that game, so many times I've enjoyed that game, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's just, ugh, it's, man, it's just, it's crazy, bro. And heck, and another thing about art style, like, because I've loved the Dragon Ball art style so much growing up as a kid, it's like, I feel like its art style has been incorporated into my own traditional art style. Now, I feel like my art style kind of consists, like, of a mixture of, like, Naruto and Dragon Ball, but it definitely started with Dragon Ball, and like it's just I like ever since then I just feel like Dragon Ball is, in my opinion, is like my favorite art style in terms of like manga and anime. Sure, there's many different art styles that looks very detailed, very beautiful, and all those art styles are amazing, but it's just something about Dragon Ball has always really captivated me, especially Akira Toriyama's art. Like just it's so hard to explain, but you when you just look at it, it just looks beautiful, bro. It's so beautiful. And now thinking about it, it's like I remember those times when I would. In fact, now that I think about it, oh my gosh, I remember like in elementary or middle school, reading the Dragon Ball manga. Uh, I read like reading the Gohan versus Cell fight, the Goku versus Cell fight, the what was the other ones? Goku versus Vegeta, well Majin Vegeta, the in the Buu saga. Reading that, bro, seeing that in the manga, bro, like like in fact, I think for one of my birthdays, I wanted two particular Dragon Ball volumes. It was the Goku. It was the volume with Goku versus Cell, and the volume with Gohan versus Cell. And I managed to get both of those volumes because a friend gifted to me. Um, I'm I don't think I have fully read the two since I got them, but I'm still glad that I have them because it's still like it's still some of my favorite stuff to look at in terms of like manga artwork. Just manga fights from Dragon Ball in general is two of my favorite fights. And man, I don't know, man. It's just it's so much, bro. And then recently, I was also thinking about getting reading the Dragon Ball Super. Well, I've read chapters from Dragon Ball Super, but I don't know. I feel like I'm blabbering right now, but it's just man, if you just know, man, Dragon Ball. I guess what I'm trying to say is that Dragon Ball is such a huge part of my life, and I just have to thank Akira Toriyama for that. Like from from giving us the iconic fights of Goku versus Vegeta in the Saiyan saga with the Kaioken times four, bro, Kamehameha versus the Gallic Gun, bro. And then the iconic lines like, oh, what was that? What was one of the lines that Goku said against Vegeta? Um, you know, it went something like, even with hard work and training, you can surpass an elite. You know, a low class saying, because it was something like that, man. Um, then the Frieza saga, bro. It gave birth to one of the most iconic transformations in anime history, the Super Saiyan transformation. Seeing Goku transform into that, bro, back in when I was watching Z Kai on Nicktoons, bro. Legendary, bro. Legendary stuff, bro. Oh my goodness. And it like I'm just thinking about the soundtrack, bro. I'm thinking about the pure of heart speech. I'm a warrior, pure of heart. Oh my gosh. I my name is Son Goku and I am a Super Saiyan. Oh man. Oh my goodness gracious. And then freaking Android Saga, bro, gave birth to so many crazy moments. Seeing Trunks turn into a Super Saiyan, seeing Vegeta turn Super Saiyan, seeing the Super Vegeta Final Flash. um, you also had a Gohan. Obviously, the legendary moment when Gohan went Super Saiyan 2 for the first time. Uh, it's a lot, bro. Father Son Kamehameha, bro. Legendary moment, man. Then you get to the Buu Saga. Goku versus Majin Vegeta. The rematch. Legendary fight. Um, the final battle between Goku and Vegeta versus Majin Buu, bro. The final Spirit Bomb. Um, and then even with Dragon Ball Super, you got Battle of Gods, the iconic moment. I would not let you destroy my world. You got Resurrection of F, and then you go all the way to the Turn of Power, bro. All that. Heck, even moments with GT, bro. Even though that's not canon, it's like still like you even got Super Saiyan 4 Goku from that, bro. It's it feels like I'm talking so much right now, but it's just gosh, man. To think just all the legendary things that has come from Akira Toriyama's creation. It's like wow. And then you gotta think about the many other anime series that were inspired by Dragon Ball. Like without Dragon Ball, we would never have had One Piece, Naruto. I'm sure series like Bleach, all that. Many other animes, bro. Many creators, especially Masashi Kishimoto and Ichiro Oda, were inspired by Dragon Ball. It's just it's so much you can talk about, but it's like it's just I don't want this to be too long, man. Because it already feels long as it is. I'm just blabbering, but it's just I just wanted to express my mind on like what Dragon Ball means to me. And it's like I know I'm giving a lot of credit to the creation, but it's like the creation would not be a thing if it wasn't for its creator, which was Akira Toriyama. And it's like even though I never met the guy, it's like to know that he was the one who created so many memories for me, so many memories that like me and my dad share since we both were Dragon Ball fans growing up. It's like it's crazy to think about. Like, man, dog. From all the drawings that I've done of Gohan, bro, like it's crazy, man. I don't even know. It's just wow. And it's so wild because this is also the year of Dragon Ball's 40th anniversary. So it's like, uh, it's that sucks, man. But I also had the idea of like I already had this idea in mind beforehand, but I wanted to draw like Goku in all of his different forms, from his base form all the way up to like Ultra Instinct. And it's like I wanted to do that, but now it's like I absolutely feel like I have to do that now to celebrate like one of Akira Toriyama's greatest creations, which was Goku. And I'm telling you, like, without Dragon Ball, you just there's so many things that you wouldn't have today, man. Like, it is such a global phenomenon, bro. Even to the even to the people who don't even watch anime, I'm pretty certain you've heard of Goku's name at least one time, at least once. I'm pretty sure you've heard of Goku before, or a Kamehameha, or maybe even a Super Saiyan, bro. You've had to heard that at least once, even if you don't watch Dragon Ball, even if you don't watch no anime at all, bro. That's how popular, that's how phenomenal that series is, man. And to know that like he's gone, it's just it's crazy. Like he was like Akira Toriyama, he was only 68, bro. Only 68. Wild to think about, bro. Um, I all I can hope and pray is that he rests in peace, man. And I'm pretty sure a lot of Dragon Ball fans out there are hurting. I was hurting. Um, and I don't know. I guess I just felt like I had to like just talk about this or just speak my mind about what Dragon Ball like meant to me because I feel like because it's had such a huge impact on my life, I just feel like I just wanted to like vent a little bit or just speak my mind a little bit. And yeah, like it's hard to it's like there's so much I can say, but it's like I don't want to say a whole lot because I've already said a whole lot. So it's just it's kind of hard to just describe in just like a timely manner. But I'm pretty, I'm pretty sure many people feels the same way. If you grew up watching Dragon Ball, you have that same connection to the series. You have that same love to the series, and I'm pretty sure like there's many people out there who is hurt by this. But I just wanted to like just talk about this, and I guess I wanted to like just thank Akira Toriyama for this creation, for him making this like amazing series. Even with the flaws it has, it's still the impact that Dragon Ball has had, bro. You can never take that away from him. You can never take that away from Akira Toriyama. Regardless of how you feel, you can never take away the impact that he left on this world with his creation of Dragon Ball. And I'm also I know he also did many other stuff. He also did like video game stuff like that, like Dragon Quest and things of that nature. But just just talking about the things that I'm most familiar with, which is Dragon Ball, and it's just it's 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 crazy. But I thank Akira Toriyama for making that series, for making Dragon Ball. It is truly, and I mean this from, I guess you could say, the bottom of my heart, but it has truly changed my life forever. And it's so funny. I just thought about it, but like even my banner, even my freaking YouTube banner is Dragon Ball themed for art, my art channel. Heck, even my gaming channel, I have a I have a funny one. It's like Drip Coup, bro. Oh man, but it's so much you can say. But just all in all, just it's truly wonderful to see how far Dragon Ball has come. And I guess my message to all the other Dragon Ball fans is just, take the time you need. If you need to grieve, grieve. And I mean, I could say try to be strong, but just take the time you need. And I guess just let this be a reminder that every day is not promised. Even though I and many people believe that we'll get to see another day, you never know what could happen. Because at the end of the day, God has the final say so. So, you know, tell the people you. To, I don't. I don't know, man. Just tell your loved ones that you love them, and I guess just like what one of my suggestions, if you're going through something, or if there's just if you know someone else is going through something, pray about it, pray for them. Just ask on God, ask on Jesus with whatever you need, and just take the time that you need with whatever it is. Just know that tomorrow isn't promised, and just I don't know, man. I don't know. Just tell the people that you care about, that you love them. I guess I can leave it on that note. But if you watched this whole thing, thank you. Even if you did, even if you didn't, it's fine. This was a long video anyway. I didn't really want this to be as long as it is, but I just wanted to just kind of speak my mind a little bit, I guess. So I guess just my final thoughts. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but just want to say thank you, Akira Toriyama, for everything that you've done. Thank you for creating Dragon Ball. And I pray that he is resting in peace now. And to all the Dragon Ball fans who are also hurt by this news, I just suggest to take the time that you need. Whether it be grieving, whether it be getting your mind off of stuff, just take whatever time you need. Okay, so I know I said that I was like done talking, but like like after I recorded, you know, what I said from last night, I just been watching, you know, different YouTubers and their reactions on, you know, the passing of Akira Toriyama and just seeing what they were saying. And like I just finished like watching Rikudu Fox's reaction toward the passing like not too long ago. And it's like just hearing him talk about his experiences, bro, it just it made me remember certain memories that I'm not sure if I expressed like previously. But it's like, man, I remember like getting the like I had the DVD sets of it was Gohan. I think it was Gohan versus Boo, and it was like Super Boo, and then that was when Boo absorbed Gold Tanks, and then he turned into, you know, Boo Tanks, and then that's when, yeah, they fought, and then Vegito versus freaking Boo. Oh man, I remember that. I also saw that fight on the DVD, and then I also have like the DVD of when it was the final battle of Goku and Vegeta versus Boo, and it also, I think it also went up to the end of Z Saga, so that's how I learned about the end of Z. I also watched that on the DVD. Goku, you know, versus Oob, all of that, and then it's just bringing back like more memories. Like I remember, like I think for my ninth birthday, bro, I had like I remember I think we played on the Wii, bro. We was like, it was me and my friends, and we were just playing Budokai Tenkaichi 3, man. Like it's like I can't remember much from it, but I remember we was playing on that, bro, and we was enjoying ourselves. We had a fun time playing on there. And oh my gosh, that just reminded me of something else. I had a freaking friend in elementary school, bro. Me and him were freaking Dragon Ball fanatics, bro. We were Dragon Ball bros. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like back in like third, I think third, fourth grade, around that time, bro. We absolutely loved Dragon Ball, bro. He was my best friend, bro. He was like the nephew of one of my teachers that I had the chance of seeing again. He was like my third grade teacher, and I got to meet him again like last year. And ah, it's just. And then thinking about the movies, bro, I watched Fusion Reborn. Fun fact, Fusion Reborn is actually how I got introduced it introduced me to Gogeta, and I think the fusions in general, because originally I didn't even know about Vegito at first. I knew about Gogeta first. So when I watched like Vegito versus Boo, I was like, I remember I was so confused as a kid. 'Cause I was like, when did Gogeta happen then? Like what? I was confused on the timeline. But that was back when Gogeta wasn't he wasn't canon. And yeah, bro, but that's probably why like I preferred Gogeta over Vegito, because of that first impression. In terms of fusions, he was like the first fusion that I think I truly saw, at least between the two. So that's how I got introduced to Gogeta, man. That was also how I got introduced to Super Saiyan 3, because that was like back when I wasn't too familiarized with the Buu saga. So like I didn't really know really anything about the Buu saga at that point. I only like the my first I guess my first impression of the Buu saga was Fusion Reborn. So that's how I also got introduced to Super Saiyan 3. And that's when I saw that iconic transformation, bro, of Goku transforming, bro. Like don't get me wrong, the Goku transforming into a Super Saiyan 3 for the first time, that's an iconic moment. But the like Goku's yell in that movie, it felt even better in that movie than it did in like the anime. I don't know. I mean, it's at least it's up there. even if it's not better, I would say it's up there. That was, man, that iconic scene of Goku transforming, that was so sick. And then just I remembered like the different movies I watched. Freaking Fusion. I'm not Fusion Born. Um, Cooler, bro. The Cooler movie. I think even Metal Cooler, saw both of those. That was sick, man. Um, and then freaking one of the most like iconic DBZ movies, BoJack Reborn, or no, BoJack Unbound. Excuse me. Um, like we, man, if you watch that movie, you know the scene. You know the scene. You forgot one thing. I'm my father's son. That still hits to this day, bro. And I haven't shown. I don't think I've shown it on YouTube, but back in like I think senior year, either senior or my junior year in high school, I was actually drawing like a manga for that fight. Gohan versus Bojack. I was actually drawing him like a mini manga chapter for that. I eventually will pick it back up. It's just I haven't drawn it in a long time, but I was even doing that because of how much I loved it. And the thing is, I actually sketched all the pages. It's just I had to ink the pages. So, oh man, I gotta complete that. I gotta complete that without a doubt. But yeah, that iconic moment, man. And I think that was like the only time we ever saw like Teen Gohan go Super Saiyan 2 other than like, the Cell Saga, the Cell fight. And then the freaking even like the recent movies, Battle of Gods. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it, but I won't let you destroy my world. That's and then having Hero playing in the background, bro. Hero is still to this day one of my favorite soundtracks from Dragon Ball. Speaking of soundtracks, oh my gosh, that just reminded me of another soundtrack. See, I grew up off of Dragon Ball Z Kai, bro. So if you grew up off of Dragon Ball Z Kai, you know this theme. You know this theme. Oh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Here we go, here we go. Don't stop, we are up now. Don't stop, there's so much to be found. We can't find paradise. All we have to do is go, go, bring the soul. Dragon Soul. Oh my God.
My courage won't fade. If you're with me, my enemies will never win. We will fight for love and glory. We will live to tell the story. There is nothing we can't live through. Nothing ever dies. We will rise again. Don't stop, we're in luck now. Don't stop, keep your spirit proud. And ride upon the wind. All we have to do is go. Don't stop, we're in luck now. Don't stop, there's so much to be found. We can't find paradise. All we have to do is go, go, free your soul. Dragon Soul.
Oh my gosh. I feel this to this day, that is probably the best Dragon Ball theme song hands down, bro. There's so many iconic ones, but that one will forever be in my heart, bro. That's my Dragon Ball theme song, dog. I'm telling you, that is such a banger song, dog. And then there's just so many songs like etched to my brain, bro. Like Chala, Chala. And then freaking even the OG Dragon Ball theme song. Speaking of OG, like even though I didn't watch the OG Dragon Ball series, I actually played one of like the few OG Dragon Ball games, which was Revenge of King Piccolo, bro. I played that on the Wii, but I don't think I ever beat it because of the freaking final boss, which was against King Piccolo. That was so hard for me back then. I might just go back to that game one day and just beat it. Now that I'm like older, but like as a kid, bro, I don't think I could ever beat that final boss, bro. He was so cracked. But oh man, King Piccolo, Revenge of King Piccolo was such a good game, bro. They like they really need to make more original Dragon Ball games, bro. And then speaking of original Dragon Ball, heck, Even with the recent DLC with DBZ Kakarot, not DLC 6 but DLC 5 with the World Tournament. I played through that as well with DBZ Kakarot, and it helped me learn about stuff that I didn't even know about original Dragon Ball. Because, like I said, I didn't watch original Dragon Ball growing up, so it's like for instance, Goku giving a Senzu bean to his enemy. I thought that started with Cell. Apparently, he started that with Piccolo. I didn't even know that, so that helped me learn about that. And then just seeing learning about Tien too, like seeing how cool Tien was back then in original Dragon Ball, that was so cool to see through the DBZ Kakarot. And then also just it's so crazy because I haven't finished DBZ Kakarot. I got up to the Cell Saga, but I haven't completed the Buu Saga. I gotta go back and finish that. But just playing like another DLC like the Future Gohan DLC, man. Gosh, the Future Gohan DLC, bro. They did that so amazing. They did that justice, bro. It was so emotional playing that fight, and the soundtracks was just amazing. That is just that Future Gohan DLC was fire. I didn't do the Boo portion of it though, not yet, but eventually one day I'll get back and finish Kakarot, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. But just like think about that, and then like just the recent Dragon Ball movies, like I said, like Resurrection, Battle of Gods, Resurrection F. I remember watching, I think Resurrection F with my dad when it came out in theaters, man. Oh, such a good movie. And Super Saiyan, we got introduced to Super Saiyan Blue. I think my dad was so confused when he saw Super Saiyan Blue because he didn't really know nothing about like the God transformations at that point. And then speaking to my dad, it's like it also reminds me of that time, like a time when I was a kid, like I dressed up as Goku, and I think like my dad was like Frieza or something like that, and that was back when I was like that was when I was into the Namek saga of Dragon Ball, and I loved Super Saiyan so much that like I basically dressed up as Super Saiyan Goku, and I was just fighting against him. Gosh, bro, that was like back in like elementary school, I think, something like that. But man, that was like, that's still a core memory to me because that was. I'm telling you, man, like, it, just so fun, so many fond memories. Um, and then like Dragon Ball Broly, bro. I can't remember if I watched Broly in theater. I think I did. I honestly think I did. It's just I can't really remember too much from watching it. But I do remember that I did buy the DVD set. In fact, crazy enough, I literally have it right here in my hands. I got the freaking DVD set to it. And I rewatched that, and just rewatching that movie, man. It's still insane how beautiful that movie is, bro. The story, making Broly and Gogeta canon, Gogeta being my favorite fusion, so hype. The choreography, the fights, just all of that. That movie was so sick. And then seeing Superhero in theaters as well. I remember, I think it was one of my friend's birthdays. And like we basically just went as a friend group, and we all got to watch like the superhero movie in theaters, and it was just that was so hyped. Just all of that was freaking sick as well, bro. Just seeing superhero. That was also an amazing movie, and it's just and seeing freaking Dragon Ball GT, bro. I've seen that on the VHS, bro. Had a VHS tape, and I remember like in the little intros that they would show of like different animes. I think that was also when I saw Yu Yu Hakusho for the first time. Not like watched, I didn't watch it, but it's like they showed like a clip of Yu Yu Hakusho for the first time. And that was like my first time seeing anything about Yu Yu Hakusho. But that was back when I wasn't really interested in any other anime other than Dragon Ball. So I didn't really care about it. But later down the line, I eventually watched Yu Yu Hakusho, one of my favorite series. But yeah, I remember watching Dragon Ball GT, bro. Watching the freaking final fight of Goku and Vegeta versus Omega Shenron, and I think the other Z fighters fought against Omega Shenron as well. but that was crazy. Then seeing Goku do the final Spirit Bomb, the final Universal Spirit Bomb against Omega Shenron, and then Goku going away with Shenron, and then you got the Goku Junior stuff, and then just seeing that final episode with Goku, Goku flying off on Nimbus. Oh man, like say, you can say what you want about Dragon Ball GT, but it low key had a fire finale. It honestly did. And it honestly had some really cool concepts, especially Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 is my favorite part about Dragon Ball GT. I didn't really like how they made him a kid, how they made Goku a kid, but Super Saiyan 4 and then like the finale of the series, it was amazing. Then I remember like just watching like I think Dragon Ball GT on Nicktoons as well. Just seeing that on the TV as well, bro. Seeing the fight, seeing like Goku versus Baby, and then I think it was also that one other dude. I can't remember his name. General something. It was General something. But I remember fighting Goku fighting against that guy. Just all of that, all the stuff from GT. I can't remember everything from GT, but just like start parts like that. Those are like just memories in my head, man. And it's just like there's probably just so much more that I probably can't remember at the moment, but it's just like seeing like people's different reactions to Toriyama's passing, and then just seeing them talk about Dragon Ball. It just helps me remember so many freaking awesome memories that I have of Dragon Ball and just of this series, man. And it's sad, but it's like when you think about those good times, when you think about those good memories, it just for me personally, it makes me happy thinking about that stuff. It makes me happy thinking about all the good times from my childhood and all those good memories. And it's just like it's just crazy to think that like I've been drawing for a long time, and even before I got introduced to Dragon Ball, I was drawing, but because of Dragon Ball, it's what got me into anime drawings. Like in terms of drawing things, my favorite things to draw is anime. My favorite things to draw is anime and manga. That's what got me into that passion of anime, manga, Japanese culture, stuff like that. And it's like because of Dragon Ball, like I said before, it helped create that passion of wanting to be a manga artist one day, or just creating, just art, just in general. So it's a lot, man. But I guess since I'm on the topic of like, my memories with Dragon Ball, I guess if you guys want, you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you guys want, leave a comment down below about what was like some of your favorite moments from Dragon Ball, or not even just Dragon Ball. Like it could be whatever, anything that Akira Toriyama created. What's your favorite thing about it? What's your favorite scene? What's your favorite character? Whatever it may be, something that's your favorite that Akira Toriyama created. You can leave it down below in the comments, if you want. But I think um a good way to look at this is kind of like how C reacts, the YouTuber C reacts, how he put it. It's like it's a sad situation, but it's like I guess you gotta try to just look at the bright things, the good things about it, just to see how many people was touched by Dragon Ball, to see all the memories that people have of Dragon Ball, to just see all the connections that were built with Dragon Ball, like just to think about the happy memories. It kind of lightens, like it kind of helps you lighten the mood. It kind of makes you feel a little bit better, because I'll be honest, like it just the whole situation is sad itself. I've cried like a few times already, but I guess just talking about this type of stuff, it makes me feel a little bit better, and it makes me reflect on the good moments, the good times. So I guess that's just my last piece of advice. Take the time that you need, but also try to reflect on the good moments. Try to reflect on the good times. So whatever happy moment that you had, in your life, from your childhood to whatever, any happy moment that Akira Toriyama shared with you, or any happy moment that you received because of Akira Toriyama and his creations. Try to reflect on that, whether it be thinking of the time when Goku went Super Saiyan for the first time, whether it be Vegeta's final atonement, whether it be Gohan transforming into a Super Saiyan 2 for the first time, whether it be Goku transforming to a Super Saiyan 3 for the first time, moments like that. Think about like those times where you was hyped, where you was excited, where you felt joy, and where it's just those are those core happy memories. Try to reflect on the good times that you gained because of Akira Toriyama and his creations. I guess that's what I would leave this video off. That's basically my final thoughts on where I would leave this off on. So I hope this wasn't too long. I try not to make it too long, but it's just so, there's probably still so much more you can talk about. There's so much more, but it's just, I just wanted to like get some more thoughts out there that I just remembered about, my childhood, and just the kind of impact that Dragon Ball has had on my life, man. Like, without a doubt, I will forever be grateful to Dragon Ball. I will forever be grateful to Akira Toriyama and his work. And without Akira Toriyama, I would not be the kind of artist I am today. So I thank him for everything, and I pray that he rests in peace. And I think that's the end. So, I guess, like, usually with these type of situations, I would say I hope you guys enjoyed the video or something like that. But I don't know. I just feel like it's not the right place to say that. Like I said, I just hope you guys, possibly, maybe you guys could have related some way to my experiences, to my childhood experiences, or just my experiences in general. And like I said, maybe you guys have your own happy moments that you shared, those great moments that you had because of Akira Toriyama and his works and his creations. So, like I said before, man, it's a very sad situation, and take the time that you need to grieve, to mourn, to cry, whatever it may be. But also try to think about the happy moments, and just think about all those happy times that were created because of Akira Toriyama and his creations. I think just try to remember that. And like I said, if you guys want, you can share those moments, those experiences, whatever it may be. But that's practically the end of this. So, lastly, I love you all. God bless you all. Jesus loves you. And until next time, love you all, and peace.